Today we're going to look at the key documents when we're buying land. So one very key document is called the title deed. And the title deed is a document that shows ownership for all our freehold land. It will have the name of the person, chronology of maybe people who have previously owned that piece of land or any other interest. We also have a certificate of lease, and a certificate of lease says the government has leased the land to you. This certificate of lease is now the equivalent of the title deed, but this is on leased land. That means the land is not yours. Land is owned by the government. You might have leased it up to 99 years. We also have certificate of title, again because of the differences in the various types of lands, but certificate of title and certificate of lease, we are dealing with leased land, leased from the government. We have a deed plan. Deed plan tends to go together with a certificate of lease, with a certificate of title, and with the title deed. And this is just a small document that shows the piece of land relative to the neighboring lands, showing the measurements, the dimensions, and showing the coordinates. A very, very important document, because that's the document that helps you so that your neighbors don't move boundaries, because even if they move the measurement, they cannot move the coordinates. Before you get your title deed or your certificate of title or your certificate of lease, you might be holding an allotment letter. Now, an allotment letter might come because maybe the land has been allotted to you by government for whatever purpose, but an allotment letter is not a final document. An allotment letter says you are in the process of finalizing your documentation for acquisition. I know there are many times now when we buy land, say from land buying companies, they issue us with a share certificate or they issue us with the receipts. Now, those are important documents that show you in the process. They are not final documents. You can't say because you're holding the share certificate, that's the absolute ownership document. No. Or if you paid for the land and you're keeping the receipts, that essentially shows you're in the process. But they're very, very important documents. When there are disputes, receipts will be called in to see whether there was payment, there's evidence of payment, or there was a share certificate issued. Now, the other document that's very, very important is the map of the area, which shows you piece of land relative to all the other lands. Also shows you the other public facilities there. Where is the road? Where is the way leave? Where is the water sewer? So those are some of the documents that are common you will see. You can see you need a lot of information. And this is what gets taught in the Wealth Creation Masterclass. This is a virtual class. And yes, you can learn while you're at home. If you want to get a copy of my book, The Wallet Words, and a couple of the things we discussed are covered in that book, you can also get in touch